Hello and welcome back if you're returning. My name is Burr, and if you are a fan of MMOs, RPGs, JRPGs, obscure video games, art, or music, then you should subscribe because that's what we do here. Also, don't forget to hit that like button because it lets me know that you like the content that you're seeing, and it also helps with the algorithm, you know, as we all know. Sorry, dogs. Welcome in. Sorry. We're on our way to 900 subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed yet, right now would be a good time, and I think that's about it. That's my dog settled. We should be good. And we are we are continuing Final Fantasy 14 today. I think they're settled. So I figured, since it seems to be a good time, and Viking had mentioned before that we should do the tank quests now for Shadowbringers, so I figured it would be a good way to breach the gap before we continue to, I guess, ultimately fighting Emmett, but who knows? I don't know. This game is full of surprises, so that's where we're gonna be starting today, and we're just gonna go from there. So let's just jump into it. This guy, his name is Grandson. Okay, his name's Grandson, but I can't stop thinking grandson. Can't say I've chatted with you before. Think I'd remember if I had. Seen your fair share of fighting, have you? And wary besides. Rest assured I've no secret designs. Name's Grandson. Bounty hunter by trade, mostly sin-eaters. When I first laid eyes on you, I had a feeling you were a tough bastard. That sort that you must get mistaken for that... the sort that must get mistaken for that warrior of darkness folks have been talking about recently. That right? Hey, Lee, no worries. I'm glad you could make it. Easy, killer. I couldn't care less who you are or what you've done. The only thing I'm looking for these days is a like-minded partner. Someone willing to join me in the hunt for the biggest prize this side of Norvrant. Prize, you say? I'd hear the details first. I don't know what you're talking about. Thought that'd grab your attention. Scenes? The fiend I'm after, one of the so-called cardinal virtues, as folks are wont to call them. There were hopes that somehow the death of Vothri and the Wardens might have put an end to Dicaiosine, but alas no. Seems the rules that bind other sin-eaters don't apply to the virtues. Former warriors of light, the esteemed heroes who saved the realm a century ago. Dear old Brandon was one of them, I'm told. Stop me if you've heard all this before. Anyway, like his comrades, Brandon died in the process, only to return relatively recently as a sin-eater. The better to torment we few who survived their mercy. Needless to say, I aim to put an end to all that. You've heard the pitch, so what's the answer? You interested in hunting that guy with me? D? He's the big D. Not a whit of hesitation. I like you, sinner. Nevertheless, I'll need you to humor me and prove you're the damn hand I think you are, for my sake as well as yours. I've heard reports of stray eaters drifting close to the Crystarium. Come with me and put my mind at ease. I love how they just call you sinner randomly. It's so funny. Alright, let's do it. Where are we going? Oh, in Lakeland. Okay. I think we have a teleport to somewhere? Or do we just run out of the crystarium? It's not that far. Yeah. Maybe. Hey Tano, I'm enjoying it very muchly. I think it's living up to the reputation that it seems to have. Like, everybody told me it's a really good one, and I agree. I think it's super crazy. I've got a million questions. I'm slowly getting answers, but you know how that goes. Get one answer, and then you get 4 more questions that pop up, so... I like the characters. I like how they've developed, and I like the new characters that you meet here, and... yeah, it's just... Shadowbringers has been really good. I also like Tevin's Ward a lot, though. Why did I go here? I didn't want to do that. I have to get to the entryway, which is like... straight out, eh? Where am I? The rotunda. I think I was really just there. Are you skipping cutscenes? Because definitely don't skip the scenes. I know a lot of people I've spoken to who skip things. Okay, good. I hate when people will be like, I'm playing it, but I just didn't really get into it. And then I'd be like, well, did you pay attention to the story? And they're like, no, I skipped every cutscene. I'm like, what? Don't do that. I don't know. I think Stormblood is pretty hit or miss for people. There were points in it where it kind of drags, but if you can make it through it, Shadowbringers is really good. So there's that. Like, it gets pretty wild in Shadowbringers. There's like elements of horror and everything. It's pretty cool. I think they really came into their own, like, they're like, okay, we tried these things. It almost felt like they were appeasing, like, somebody with, like, the other ones. Especially Stormblood, but then this one, it's like, nah, this is what we're doing. This is gonna be a real story. I don't know how to explain it about it, but if anything, I'd say if you can hold out, Shadowbringers will make up for it. The Seed Eaters we're after were sighted west of the Ascensa Gate, so we'll need to head through there before we begin our search. Oh, and if you happen to have many objections to killing Eaters for sport, remember that many were once innocent people. You'll be doing them a favor putting them out of their misery. I like to not think about them being people. But thanks. I guess that's a way to look at it too. This is so pretty. So we gotta actually go this way. I want to redecorate my bedroom to look like this place. It's so pretty. Purple flowers everywhere. So up this way somewhere. There he is. Leave me alone, you tree. Oh my gosh. There we go. There's another tree. The tree's gonna attack me. I gotta fight these things. Come on. Just bring them all on, yo. We'll pop that up. This damn tree. Killing me, tree. Get out of here. You're interfering with my quest line. Thank you. Thanks. Good, clean work. This is clearly not your first time. Let's do this once more just to confirm it wasn't a fluke, though. Besides, the world could do with less sin-eaters. It's very true. I do love a giant axe. Follow me. It shouldn't be much further. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm not usually a tank, like in other MMOs that I've played, although I haven't played that many. But I don't know, the big axe won me over, and I have other ones that I'm leveling on the side, but we've just stuck with the tank. It's fun. Now that I kind of know what I'm doing, the warrior tank is kind of fun. I'm interested in trying out the other ones. I have a Dark Knight, but we're working on leveling that slowly on the side. But I am curious about, like, Paladin. And I think Gunbreaker is technically a tank. Which, that's just funny to me. So I'd be curious to try the other ones. I've got my stupid stance on. Everybody's gonna attack me now for sure. Yes, it can indeed open a lot of doors. Piratey themes. Yeah, I get that. It's fun. It's fun to just swing a big axe around. There's a lot of power in it. Alright. Let's get this over with. There it is. Boom. Are you satisfied now, dude? Like, let's get on to the real task at hand. Because then I gotta take out another baddie. Yeah, that'll do. You're exactly the sort of woman I've been looking for, and thank the gods for that. My apologies for subjecting you to such a silly test, but I'd rather not have an amateur's death on my conscience. Let's head back to the Wandering Stairs and make this official, shall we? Okay. Back to the Crystarium. Sorry. Okay, where is this guy? He's right out. One of these ways, right? It's over. No, don't want the eggplant thing. There we go. Just digging and digging and digging. This way. Maybe. It's up somewhere up here. Go a little long way. So, just to make sure you're still keen on our arrangement. Burr, will you join with me and hunt the dread fiend this guy and put an end to his accursed existence? Excellent. Then it is settled. Now, every hunt begins with an investigation, and ours is no exception. He can be a rather difficult eater to pin down. But before we commence ours, we would do well to attend to our respective preparations. Let me know when you are ready to proceed. I'm pretty sure I'm ready to go. All set to embark on our great hunt, Burr. Then let us be about it. Before you ask, I've no intention of leading us into the wilds without even an inkling of his whereabouts. Norvrand may not be a particularly large realm, even before the flood, but it would take us a dozen lifetimes to scour every nook and cranny. So we'll start by asking around a place I know for a fact the guy has attacked before, the village of Wright on Kalusha. While I don't have reason to believe he will return, I'd like to think that the survivors might know something of value. After all, you can be sure that they haven't forgotten that the day the bastard came through. So let us be off then. Man, I can't read. You know, I struggle sometimes, but not always. But today is definitely one of those days. Man. What are words? Right. Right then. Where is he? A servant. Bonded servant. Hey, Devil! How are you doing? Okay. Welcome to Wright. I reckon it might not seem like much to you, but to me. Never mind. We'll save that conversation for after. Tracking down this guy is what matters right now. Let's split up and ask after the bastard. Better odds of turning up useful information that way, I'd wager. I'm doing alright. Can't complain too much. Just allergies. That's the usual though. So it's good that I'm glad you're doing alright as well. Where? No. I want to zoom in here. Over here. Asking around. Skittish villager. Ah! What? What do you want with me? The Sin Eater, the one that came and killed everyone? Oh gods, is he here? Then why are you talking about him? Oh, I knew I should have stayed inside. There's nothing but death out here now. Death and horror and eaters and... Gah! Ah! Sorry. Man, okay. He's a little traumatized. What about this one? Huh? Where did you come from? And what do you want with me? Such a weird thing in the background. Weird tree thing. That guy? That thrice damned eater that's the spitting image of a Gaijin knight? That guy? Oh my gosh, Tano, that's hilarious. I love it. I I can't help you. All I know is that when he came, he... Wicked White, if you had seen the carnage, you would... I'm sorry. I can't talk about this. Wicked White. Her name is The Noise. The Noise! Do, 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 do. Alright, I have learned nothing, as per the norm, when talking to people. Well, learn anything worth sharing? I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. What we saw that day, what he did to us. There's no moving on from that. What exactly happened here? What's your connection to this village? What exactly happened here? Well, I was planning to tell you the whole story eventually, but I suppose now is as good a time as any. Aww. I was born and raised in Wright. Lacking any real prospects, I eked out a living as a hunter. Might have tried my hand at something more exciting had I not also been trying to provide for the love of my life, Melinda. It was about a year ago that she accepted a commission from this Yomoran trader. Bloke dealt mostly in antiques, and he had this bracelet in need of restoration. Bloody old, with a questionable provenance, but supposedly it once belonged to royalty or some such. The Fangs of Orthus, he called it. Me and her had been talking about tying the proverbial knot. Buying land, building a home, that sort of thing. Around here that might not take much, but it was still a lot more than we had. So when the trader made his offer, she didn't hesitate to say yes. I had gone down to the shipyards to pick up extra tools and materials she needed for the work. Quality stuff, but it'd pay for itself 10 times over. But when I got back to Wright, he'd been busy. I spied at least a dozen newborn eaters fluttering about, trying to make sense of their new lot. The grandmother who lived next door and shared the fruits of her orchard with the gruff woodsman who'd brought firewood to our doorstep in the dead of winter. Both of them reduced to mindless fiends just like that. There wasn't time to mourn or to think. I started looking for Melinda. And then there she was, alive and well. Our eyes met and we knew it was going to be all right. We ran for each other and... Even now, a year later, it doesn't feel real. One moment she was there, right there, in front of me. And the next, she was... He knelt and took the Fangs of Orthus, then left, leading a host of sin-eaters out of Wright. But Melinda, I still couldn't see her as anything else. She wouldn't budge. She just hovered there and stared, waiting for me to end it. Well, I could never say no to her. Not once in the years we'd been together. For all the time she'd welcomed me home with a bowl of hot stew, all the time she laughed at my crude jokes and gave me counsel when I was losing my way. For all that and more, I killed her. That's so sad. It's gonna make me cry. Oh my gosh, that's so sad. I swore then and there I'd have my vengeance. He would die by my hand. I carved the scars in my flesh to mirror the ones he left on my soul, an enduring reminder of the vow that I never dare stray from the path. There, all done. No need to wallow in it. Wouldn't want my tragic yet trite tale to put you off our hunt. Still with me to the end, sinner? You betcha my golly. That's the spirit. Still, I have some unfinished business here, so if you could give me a moment before we resume, I would be most grateful. Jeez Louise. Sorry, told you these allergies are killer today. Oh man, I wasn't expecting it to be that sad. Words, bro. Words make me so sad sometimes. Why are you so sad? Sorry to have kept you waiting, Sinner. I'm sure you're eager to get back to it, as am I. Trouble is, in your absence, I failed to turn up any information as to the whereabouts of this man. There is one line of inquiry I've yet to pursue, though. The Fangs of Orthus. The bracelet my beloved was supposed to restore that the Eater took with him when he left Right. Sin Eaters are mindless fiends driven only by base instinct. Everyone knows that. They've no need for worldly possessions. Yet this guy took the bracelet away anyway, which can only mean that there's something unique about this particular antique, or the sinless bastard something somehow different from the rest of his ilk. Either way, I think we need to learn more about the Fangs of Orthus, and I know just the man to ask. The Amoran trader who commissioned Belinda's services. Much as I'd like to question him myself, though, I don't think that's an option. Even though his attack a year ago is common knowledge, I doubt the trader will believe that an eater stole his precious trinket. He's more likely to accuse me of theft and have me clapped in irons. I guess that's fair. So I'm afraid you'll have to go in my stead, Burr. Melinda said he was a regular at the Beehive, so try looking for him there first. Oh, great. One of those fellers. Well, back to you, more. Be interesting to see what's going on there now that, good old Vothery's gone up the mountain. Oh. Hey, Latios. Welcome, welcome. Beehive. Do, do, do. Alright, let's see. Gotta look for a man who's a regular. Is it the guy on stage? Ah. How about you? Oop, oop, oop. I am standing right on your lap. So sorry, sir. I just get a little excited sometimes. Oh, and to what do I owe the pleasure that is your company? I'm doing well, Latios. Other than my dumb allergies, of course. How are you doing? The Fangs of Orthus, you say? How very interesting. I should be glad to tell you everything that I know, under the assumption that should you recover it, you will see it return to its rightful owner at once. I purchased the bracelet from a traveling peddler who claimed it was a relic of Vobert, that glorious kingdom that fell with the flood like so many others. He spoke true from what I could tell, and I intended to sell it to a collector here for a tiny profit, after having it properly restored by an artisan in Right. Alas, she was one of several casualties of a city attack, during which the Fangs of Orthus mysteriously vanished. I have, of course, been keeping in touch with several contacts on the off chance that the thief might attempt to sell it. They have not, regrettably, but a piece of similar design did recently surface in Mordsuk, I am told. I was planning to dispatch an agent to investigate, but you seem more than capable of fulfilling that role. As for incentive, you may be assured that any information that aids me in the acquisition of the Fangs of Orthus or similar relics will be well rewarded. Fabulous. Alrighty then. Back to Right. Right. They are a butt. Allergies are just... they're pain. But here I am. It could be worse, I suppose. There are worse things. So, what did our industrious patron have to say? Industrious. So, he thinks it was stolen, eh? Just as well. We'd probably not know where to head next if it wasn't for his distrusting nature. If this piece of similar design is related to the fangs of Orthus, then it might attract his attention, assuming it hasn't already. Let's go! To Mordsuk. Amarang. I mean. Both of them. Gosh, they're bad today. It's not fun. Anyways. Oh yeah, I forgot what this place was. I remember. Da da da. Why are you always hiding? Huh. Fine weather we're having today in Mordsuk, isn't it? No such thing as a thing without value. That's the creed of these folks. We'll find no shortage of Vobertite trinkets here. Finding the right one, on the other hand, is the challenge. I say divide and conquer as before. This guy's an interesting character. Don't quite know how to read him. But we're just here for the money. Give us a prize. Well met, well met. How may I be of service to you? Oh, a choker that once belonged to Vobertite royalty, you say? If only I had such a remarkable treasure in my possession. But no, I do not. In all my years here, I have never even heard of someone unearthing such a thing. Well. Okie dokie. What about you, you Hume? Yes, your business with me, traveler. Ah, the Vobertite choker. Is that what all this fuss is about? Then you're in luck, for my husband has yet to sell it. Once we realized how valuable it was, though, he insisted on carrying it with him at all times. If you're not willing to wait for him to return, you could try to find him at the ruins where he's scavenging for relics. They're not that far. They're not that far. Great. I feel like it would be smarter to just wait, but, you know. Poorly scribed flyer. It's for a job? No thanks. What news, friend? Ha! To think that it was that easy. You've the luck of the Fae. But we need to hurry. If my theory's correct, then so long as that scavenger has the choker, he's a target for him. Okay. Over this way, I guess. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm going out the wrong door. Of course. Of course. Samurai. Alright. Leave me alone. Don't even come near me. Just digging in the sand for a guy, I guess. I don't know why we're right here. But this is where it told me to go. But mercy, mercy! Mercy. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No, no, no. Take whatever you want, but please, don't kill me. I have a family. Please, I beg of you. Ah! It's rude. What the heck? Jeez. He probably would have just given it to you. Why do you have to do that? Dummy. Is that what I'm going to become? Like that? Please, please. Oh. Oh, that's so sad. It just wants me to kill it. Oh, but this guy is... Get out of here, you big crab. Ay, 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 ay. Grandson! Grandson, I found your guy! Where is he? Rendezvous with grandson. He's over there. Okay. Oh dear. What's going on here? Agent Lizard, get out of here. Okay, thank you. Well, shame you missed the fun. This one bit off more than he could chew. Probably because it was a newborn. You could tell by the lingering vestiges of intelligence itself. Could see it in their eyes. Like when he... Don't tell me. You saw him? Yeah. Wicked White. And he took the choker too. Damn it. Damn it all. He can't keep getting away with it. He can't keep getting away with it. It's just like, right. I was too late to save him. Just like I was too late to save her. But not again. Never again. I'll hunt you to the ends of the world. Vengeance will be mine. Ahem. Right, yes. Neither the time nor the place. War eaters could be about. Yeah. It's just, every time I cut one down, it reminds me of my first. Of her. That's so sad. I don't like it. Back to Mordsuk. Sorry, your husband is dead? Man. Let's see. I just wish these ones were voice acted too. Like, I don't mind reading them, but like, I like when they have voices. Where are you at, homie? Over here. We may have failed to stop him this time, but what matters is that we'll both live to see another day. Pity the scavenger did it, and the wife doesn't yet know she's become a widow. Sod it. I'll tell her what happened. I've been there, so maybe it'll help me to find the right words. Not that there ever are any. Afterwards, I'll have a good think about our next stop. Don't let me keep you from your other affairs, Burr. We'll speak again soon. Well, let's just speak right now, because, you know. Hey there, Sitter. I broke the bad news to the widow of that scavenger while you were away. She took it about as well as you'd expect. After she'd cried herself hoarse, I started asking her about the choker and where her husband had got it. Seems he and his mates took a trip to Ilmeg a year or so back, hoping to cart off the Vobertite treasures they could carry from an untouched ruin they'd learned about. Of course, in their greed, they neglected to account for the Fey folk who killed or drove mad most of them. Those who survived didn't come away empty-handed, though. In fact, they'd stumbled upon a remarkable find. 3 sacred treasures of the royal family. They escaped with 2, the fangs of Orthus being one of them, which was sold by another scavenger to a new ward. Either that merchant you met at the beehive or an agent of his, I'd wager. So the merchant gives it over to Melinda for restoration, after which he attacks Wright, presumably because he's after it as well. Meanwhile, the scavenger here in Mord Sook keeps the choker, the eyes of Orthus, locked away for safekeeping. And when he finally decides to sell it, the sinless bastard shows up again. Which brings us to the here and now. Damned if I know why, but at this point there's no denying that he's been hunting the royal relics. And so, assuming he hasn't already claimed the third one, the claws of Orthus, then I say we should get our hands on it first, and then use it to lure him out of hiding. But to that end, we'll have to venture into the fairy kingdom ourselves. Those scavengers didn't receive the warmest welcome, and we're not like to be treated any better. I've traveled to Ilmeg before. I was away with the Fae for a time. I got friends. I'm friends with the fairies. Why does that not surprise me? Well, if you and the Fae have an understanding, perhaps we can traverse their lands without worry. That settles it then. We'll head to Ilmeg and ask after this Vobertite ring. Ring! I almost said ring. I know. The fairies. Oh wait, I just should. I love this place. A unicorn! So cute. Anyway, that made my dogs excited. Do. There he is. Hi. What a remarkably uneventful trip. I kept jumping at shadows, waiting for eaters or foul demons or worse to attack. Though that might be preferable to the Fae, frankly. Still, we're going to have to deal with them eventually if we're going to find this ring. After all, the new Maw were part of a Vobertite society, and without their help, I'm not sure where to go, even begin our search. Perhaps there's a village of some sort you could guide us to. Well, there's Plat Eddy. Not that I recall. Plat Eddy, eh? Very well. Lead on, sinner. 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 Not even sure where that is. What is that again? We'll go there. Plat Eddy. Is that with the little puppy dog, guys? No, keep that up there. It is the new Maw. Thank you. Something about your demeanor bespeaks a question unasked. Have I the right of it? A ring that belonged to the royal family of Vobert, and it was called the Claws of Orthus. But Vobert is long gone, as there are the caretakers of the ring you seek. Who can say where it might have got to? Oh my gosh. Not I, because I can't even speak. Oh, hello there. You have questions for me? Yes, puppy. The Claws of Orthus. It is a ring, you say. The name I have heard before, but I know nothing save that. Oh, Su'ul served the royal family before the flood. Somewhat temperamental they are, but surely they will have knowledge of this treasure you seek. Okay. Where is that person? Down that way. Past the Aetheryte. This'er way. Shh. Okay. Oh, it's this guy. Had yourself a conversation or three. Learn anything interesting? Yes, the pixies. So this Su'ul is the one we ought to speak with, eh? A former servant of the royal family, which would mean they've lived well over a century. Bugger me. Old doggy. Where is he? Search for them. Over that way. Well, we're gonna jump on our chocobo then. Because that's gonna be a little bit further over here. The pixies. Lala owl. There. Hi. Tell me your stories, little thing. I must know. I do not know you, yet you seem to know me. Oh, snap. The fifth was discovered yesterday, a young girl not yet of age, transformed into a misshapen beast like the others before her. Oh, hey. As if we needed more proof of a pattern. At this rate, any citizen could be next. Tell me you at least learned something from this one. I studied her remains myself. 'Twas plain a powerful magic had been employed. Vestiges of the enchantment lingered long after. The culprit, I think, is not a man to be trifled with. That is all I can say for now, but you may rest assured that I will ascertain their identity ere long. On my honor as court mage, I swear it. Until I do, however, I would implore you and your fellow knights to dispatch any who turn or show signs, without hesitation. But these are our kith and kin. Should we not try to keep them alive until a way to reverse their transformation can be found? Your mercy would place countless others at risk. As a knight of Vobert, did you not vow to serve all her people? Justice for the weakest among us, was it not? How many such innocents will die before you do what must needs to be done? It pains me deeply, Brandon, but the safety of the royal family is paramount. I fear that to take anything less than the most drastic measures would be to invite death into this castle. Death is already here. Surely you must see that. I will not let it be whispered that Princess Saldia turned a blind eye to her people's suffering. These crimes are a tragedy that weighs upon every Vobertite soul, mine most of all, and that is why I will take charge of the investigation myself. My lady, be reasonable. You cannot put yourself in harm's way. You have a responsibility to your subjects. So I am to gamble with their lives instead. Let them shield me while I alone take shelter and look down on them from on high. Oh, Lordy. Uh-oh. Yes, exactly. You are their princess. You are Brandon, yes? The new recruit. A rather promising one, from what the captain has told me. You will attend me personally. Ooh la la. My lady. You heard me. I will not stand idly by when I have the power to make a difference. Together we will see justice done for all, as your vow and your princess demand. She made some business. Lady Saldia, I understand. Forgive me my hesitation. My life and my sword are yours to command. I have great expectations for you. I trust you will not disappoint me. Right. There is no telling when our culprit will strike again, so we must begin our investigation at once. There are witnesses to be questioned, clues to be gathered. Come, come. There's a lot going on. Now, Lady Saldia! Lady Saldia! Hey, Alan! Ever the stubborn child. I wish you the best of luck, Brandon. You will need it and more. Man, I just thought we were hunting a sin eater. Why did I have to learn about the guy? Now we gotta know more. Just kidding. Hey, are you alright? Don't mind me, I just sometimes space out. The way you were holding your head, as if racked by a terrible pain. What happened to you just now? Lady Saldia, you saw her with your mind's eye. Then it is as I suspected. You have the gift too. You are like Brandon. What do you mean she's like Brandon? Why have you come to me? What is it that you seek? I mean, that's what I picked up too. I don't know. I see. And for this hunt of yours, you have come to Ilmang in search of the claws of Orthus, whom I am afraid this is no simple matter. First, I would know what you are capable of facing the eater you seek. Know that you are. Oh my goodness, I've already proved myself to countless people. There is a spot in the river not far from here in which I used to bathe until a number of beasts grew quite equally fond of it. If you are the warrior you claim to be, they should pose no challenge whatsoever. Yes. As for you, I have questions. I like his little... He just like, question time! Oh my goodness. Man, well honestly, I guess we'll probably have to continue this one tomorrow. because already our time has come to an end. It's so unfortunate. Soon, though, I think we're going to be doing 2-hour long streams. Once I get... We got to rearrange things in the house that I'm staying in with my roommates. And then I'm going to get a bigger room that might be more likely to not, like, pick up sound as much. So I might be able to stream longer. But right now, I'm betting on people's nice, good graces to let me just have an hour. So anyway, if you're new here and you haven't liked or subscribed or followed yet, make sure you do. And keep an eye out on YouTube. I usually post on the community page when I'm going to be streaming, what time. But yeah, I usually will stream tomorrow around 4. If that changes, YouTube will change. It'll say over there. And yeah, if you want to join the Discord, I will post the links in the description about 15 minutes after this video goes up. And I will see you guys again soon. Thank you so much for being here. Love y'all.